Hey, how's it going, everyone? So, figured let's do some movie trivia today for the daily upload. I have an app, or used to have an app on my phone called Nuvie, which I wanted to do for this video, and it's basically a movie trivia game slash app, but can't use Nuvie on my PC, so we're just gonna have to work with this website, Useful Trivia, I guess is the site. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Um, Honestly, don't know how long this video is going to be. There's a lot of pages of questions, so we'll just kind of see and kind of grade how my trivia is based on, I guess, what I get right and wrong. So let's start. What is the longest movie ever made? So I had to test this out. So I know the answer to this one already. I personally thought it was Hamlet, because Hamlet, I think, clocks in at around like 4 hours, and it's around 4.5 hours, I think, maybe a little bit less. But it's The Cure for Insomnia. 85 hours long. Never seen it. It was obviously an art thing that they did for the movie. That's why it's so long. There's no plot or anything like that. All right. What movie starring Al Jolson is generally considered to be the first talking picture? So the very first movie with sound instead of the silent film era. I want to say it's going to be like The Jazz Singer. That's what I figured. Something to do with singing. They wanted to really capture the sound, so they did a singing movie. What character in Monty Python and the Holy Grail insists it's just a flesh wound? It is the Black Knight. If you've never seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail, watch it as soon as you get the chance, because it's one of the funniest movies ever made. What's the first movie by Pixar to receive a rating higher than G in the United States? Ooh. I want to say The Incredibles or Monsters Inc. I'm going to go with The Incredibles. Yep. Because of action violence, it's rated PG, which, I mean, I can understand, I guess. What was the first movie for which the cost of obtaining rights to the soundtrack outweighed all other production costs? If I had to take a guess, it's probably not going to be Titanic. Probably the Blair Witch Project, because it was made on a very tight budget of, I think, like 30K. And when you're on that low of a budget, if you use one song for a split, 10 seconds in your film, you're going to be paying a lot. So that's not right. Clerks? Okay. Outweighed the entire budget. So 27,000 just for the soundtrack. And the budget was 26.8. Okay. What film features a fight scene in which Bruce Lee breaks Jackie Chan's neck? I'm gonna say Enter the Dragon because it sounds familiar. Me personally, I haven't seen. I've seen maybe a handful of Bruce Lee karate action type movies. So, like I said, Enter the Dragon. I feel like everyone has a idea of that movie, or at least knows the title. Why was Jennifer Grey hesitant to accept the role of Baby in Dirty Dancing? I think because of nudity, or she couldn't dance. I'm gonna go with she couldn't dance. Nope. Nobody can dislike Patrick Swayze, so that's out of the question. Union actors? Really? She disliked Patrick Swayze. Patrick Swayze had to personally convince Jennifer Grey to co-star with him in Dirty Dancing because she disliked him so much while filming Red Dawn. Okay. Who's the only Top Gun actor who didn't vomit while in fighter jets? I figured it would be Tom Cruise, but I guess not. Val Kilmer? No. Alright, okay, Anthony Edwards, who plays Goose, is the only actor who didn't vomit while in the fighter jets. In what movie did Sidney Poitier say, "They call me Mr. Tibbs"? No idea. Not A Raisin in the Sun. Not that. And In the Heat of the Night is the answer. Never seen it, so can't really say much. In The Wizard of Oz, what was used to simulate snow during the poppy scene? Well, if you don't know by now, it was asbestos. Asbestos was used for a lot of things back in the 30s. They didn't know. They just didn't know. Which film earned Stanley Kubrick a Razzie nomination for Worst Director? Spartacus? That's one shot. The Shining is now considered one of the greatest horror films ever made. Yeah, it is. It originally received mixed reviews from critics and audiences alike and was nominated for 2 Razzies. Really? Okay. What is the lifespan of a replicant in Blade Runner? 12 years? 8 years. 4. Okay. As a failsafe, replicants are designed to have only a 4-year lifespan to prevent them from having enough time to develop complex human emotions. Sure. What kind of animal attacks Damien's car in The Omen? Baboons? Oh. I figured they went to a zoo. Baboons are most likely. Lions, I feel like, are way too dangerous. Hyenas, same thing, I guess. Ostriches, maybe dangerous. But baboons, sure. And Raiders of the Lost Ark, what chases Indy out of the temple of the... Don't know how to say it, warriors. Was it the boulder? Yes, it was. Which actor played the school principal in E.T.? Woody Allen? Brando. Ford? Harrison Ford. I don't remember him in E.T., but I also haven't seen E.T. in a long time, so that maybe why. What movie popularized the phrase "May the Force be with you"? You know, I picked Star Wars because that's the obvious answer. I wonder if people think that "May the Force be with you." Some people have to think it comes from Star Trek, right? Or they just get them kind of mixed up. I don't know. In Ghostbusters, what prompts Dr. Venkman to say, "Well, there's something you don't see every day"? Probably the Marshmallow Man. Yeah. I really like Ghostbusters a lot, dude. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is such a an iconic thing. Like, I guarantee you could show pictures of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man to people, and they would immediately be like, Ghostbusters, without knowing. Even me, I don't even know where the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man originally came from, but I know from Ghostbusters. What is the first rule of Fight Club? You don't talk about it. Simple as that. What happens to anyone who watches a videotape in the rain? They die in 7 days. So, I mean, this could be all of the above. They start seeing dead relatives. They also go insane. They also can't sleep. So, I mean, all of them are technically right. In Die Hard, how does John McClane signal Officer Powell that something is wrong in Nakatomi Plaza? Yeah, he drops a dead body. Yeah, don't know whose it was. Probably one of the henchmen, but yeah. So, I'd say we did okay. I mean, a few questions like this one. I wasn't expecting The Shining to get nominated for a Razzie, but it did. And this one I've seen Blade Runner maybe twice. I've seen Blade Runner 2049 more times than I've seen the original, because 2049 is just amazing as a film. And then this one, the E.T. one, like I said, just haven't seen it in a while. If you guys did enjoy this trivia video, hit the like button. If you're new here, subscribe. and I'll see you in the next video.